Hello, I'm Trevor Burton, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to the current product range of JTB Education. Our mission is to turn your student data into information for improvement. We work with secondary schools with a strong focus on Key Stage 4. Our first product is for target setting. Target setting is plagued by two problems: not enough information to allow informed targets, and failing to recognise the key purpose, which is to motivate students and teachers to achieve more. This product gives all the information students and teachers need in the form of aspiration charts. They can then set suitably challenging but achievable targets. The charts come in a one sheet per student format with all the possible subjects the Fisher Family Trust provides estimates for. This is a great way to set targets with individuals. The second format is for teachers, with all their students in each teaching group available for them. There's also a third summary document for school leaders. This has in Fisher Family Trust estimates for all key school indicators such as 5A star to C with English and Maths, and it's broken down by vulnerable groups for them all. Here's capped point scores and the English Baccalaureate. There's then a summary of all the GCSE estimates for every GCSE subject in your school. We have estimates of proportion of students who should make better expected progress or better than expected progress for English and for Maths. And then for every GCSE subject, key indicators for the whole subject and for all the teaching groups within the subject, which is excellent for setting targets at class level. Achievement analysis looks at your outcomes or predicted outcomes in fine detail. With in-year tracking, it precisely identifies what you need to do to improve before the end of Year 11. The whole school document looks at every key indicator and analyses each one by vulnerable group. It even tells you how many more students you need to achieve the FFTD estimate for the school or for each vulnerable group. The simple red, white, green colour coding lets you know immediately where you're doing well and where you need to improve. The whole school document has a summary table for each individual GCSE subject, showing you where you're doing well and where things need to improve. There's also full details of transition tables at level and sub-levels for English and for Maths, and an analysis of expected progress by vulnerable groups and better than expected progress by vulnerable groups for both English and for Maths. The subject documents are similar. There's one for every GCSE subject, allowing your subject leaders to focus on how they will improve, rather than analysing data. Every key indicator is analysed by vulnerable groups. For English and Maths, they also include the transition tables and an analysis of expected and better than expected progress by vulnerable groups. Finally, each one includes an analysis of key indicators by teaching group. All of these documents come via the secure JTB Education website. You can download them from the downloads area. On the website, you can also use the interactive charts to explore your data visually. They're easy to use and help you identify who you need to work with. There's even a video demonstration of how to use them. How often does a Year 10 teacher know how a student has progressed through Year 7 to 9? With Flightpaths, they all will. Flightpaths show a student's progress from the end of Key Stage 2 to the present time in a visual format as white discs rising up the levels, along with guides, shown in grey here, which represent really good progress. A student should aim to keep on their flight path or rise above it. This is a Key Stage 3 example, but the Key Stage 4 one is similar. At Key Stage 4, since most schools predict end of Year 11 grades, the guides move up to 4 levels and then stay horizontal throughout the 4th Key Stage. All flight paths can show a school target, the blue arrowhead here, and a Fisher Family Trust estimate in red here. Flightpaths are supplied in tutor group files for students and for parents, and also in teaching group files for teachers. On the teacher one, we also have a set of colour-coded section here which shows any vulnerabilities the students have, keeping teacher awareness of these high. There are also files for School Action Plus and Special Needs for the Senko, and finally a file which has got all the pupil premium students together for your pupil premium coordinator. On the website there are sample documents of all of these, including a guide to Key Stage 3 flight paths and Key Stage 4 flight paths, one for teachers and one for parents and students. Just as for the achievement analysis, there are interactive web charts so you and your subject leaders can really get a strong handle on who is making good progress and who is not. Flightpaths would be produced after each round of tracking. The turnaround time is 2 working days. At the moment, they can handle 3 rounds of tracking per year. Examples of all the documents and a guide to the flight paths are all available from the website. Finally, the Swarm is a graphical resource that helps you see how you're doing in a national context. You can find it on the website by clicking the Swarm on the menu. It shows the swarm of schools nationally and allows you to highlight yours, pick out your local authority, show Ofsted grades, quickly link to a school's Ofsted page and data dashboard, and also to pick out performance against a variety of school indicators. It contains 2013 performance table data for secondary and primary schools and is free to use.